When your cat wakes you up in the middle of the night, do you actually know what they are trying to say? Most people just groan, look at the glowing clock reading 3 a.m., and assume their cat is just hungry, bored, or being annoying. But the truth is, your cat isn't trying to ruin your sleep. Behind that gentle paw tap, that wet nose against your cheek, or that loud meow in the dark, there is a complex psychological trigger. If you ignore it, which most owners do, you are missing one of the most vital survival messages your cat can send. Today, let's decode the 6 hidden reasons behind their 3 a.m. visits. And make sure you stick around for reason number 6, because what it reveals about how your cat actually sees you will completely shatter the way you view their love. Number 1. The Midnight Proof of Life Check. Let's start with a little neurobiology. When you fall into deep REM sleep, your body does something fascinating. Your heart rate drops significantly, your breathing becomes incredibly shallow, and you remain completely still for hours. Now, to a human, that's just a good night's rest. But to a highly tuned predator like your cat, that absolute stillness mimics the exact physical signs of death. In the wild, if a member of the colony stops moving and their breathing slows down, it triggers an immediate alarm response. Your cat views you as the ultimate leader, the giant, clumsy cat who provides safety for the entire territory. So when they walk up to your face and tap you with their paw, or gently nip your finger, they aren't trying to wake you up to play. They are conducting a frantic, instinctual medical check. They need to see you shift, hear you breathe a little louder, or feel your pulse quicken. Once you groan or roll over, their anxiety drops. They just needed to know that their most important family member was still alive. Number 2. The crepuscular disconnect and the panic of loneliness. There is a massive myth in the pet world that cats are nocturnal. They aren't. Science tells us that cats are actually crepuscular. This means their biology is hardwired to be most active during the twilight hours, specifically dawn and dusk. This is when their wild ancestors hunted, because the lighting gave them a massive advantage over their prey.
So when 3 a.m. rolls around, your cat's internal clock is screaming at them that it's time to patrol the territory. But there's a problem. They wake up full of energy, and the house is pitch black and dead silent. You are fast asleep. Suddenly, they feel a wave of isolation. Cats are fiercely independent, yes, but they are also deeply social creatures within their bonded group. Waking you up is their way of saying, I'm awake, I'm vulnerable, and I need my backup. They don't necessarily want you to get out of bed. They just want your conscious presence to anchor them while their hunting instincts are running wild. Quick question before we move on. Has your cat ever woken you up by standing directly on your chest, staring right into your soul? If this midnight ritual sounds familiar to you, take a quick second to hit the like and subscribe button. It really helps us reach more cat parents who want to truly understand their feline's secret, unspoken language. Number 3. Tending to the fading boundary. As humans, we rely mostly on sight and sound, but your cat's world is entirely constructed by scent. Throughout the day, your cat rubs their cheeks, head, and body against you. They are using their scent glands to mark you, creating a shared colony scent that tells their brain you belong to them. It's their ultimate security blanket. But here's what happens when you sleep. Your body temperature fluctuates, you sweat, your skin cells shed and regenerate. Over the course of the night, that invisible layer of scent your cat so carefully placed on you begins to fade. To your cat, this is a territorial emergency. They wake you up to reestablish that boundary. Notice how they often purr aggressively while rubbing their wet nose or cheeks all over your face in the dark. They are reapplying their signature scent before the sun comes up, ensuring that when the new day begins, you are still officially claimed as theirs. Number 4. The invisible perimeter alarm. You might think your bedroom is perfectly quiet at night, but your cat is experiencing a symphony of noise. A cat's hearing is extraordinary. They can detect ultrasonic frequencies that are completely imperceptible to the human ear. They can hear the subtle scurry of a mouse inside the drywall, the shift of wind pressure against a window, or the footsteps of a stray animal 3 yards away. If your cat wakes you up abruptly, stands on the bed and stares intently at the bedroom door or the window, pay attention. They aren't staring at ghosts. They are acting as your designated sentry. In feral colonies, cats take turns keeping watch while the others sleep. Your indoor cat is running that exact same ancient software. They heard a vibration or a shift in barometric pressure that registered as a potential threat. By waking you up, they are passing the baton. They are warning you, I detected a breach in our perimeter. Be alert. They are quite literally guarding your life. Number 5. Stepping in during your silent panic. This is where feline psychology gets truly incredible. Have you ever had your cat wake you up right as you were in the middle of a terrible dream? You might think it was the cat jumping on the bed that caused the bad dream, but science suggests it's the other way around. When you have a nightmare, even if you aren't thrashing around, your body reacts. Your breathing pattern becomes erratic, you perspire, and most importantly, your brain releases a sudden spike of cortisol, the human stress hormone. Your cat's sense of smell is so refined that they can actually detect this sudden shift in your body chemistry. They can smell your stress. Waking you up with a meow or a paw to the face is a calculated intervention. They are intentionally pulling you out of that unconscious state of panic to soothe your nervous system. They are comforting you before you even realize you needed to be comforted. Number 6. This is the moment I promised you at the start of this video. The ultimate reason your cat wakes you up is a complete surrender of their control. To understand this, you have to understand the core of a cat's identity. Cats are solitary apex predators. By nature, they hate having their routines disrupted. They value their own comfort and their own sleep above almost everything else. Yet in the middle of the night, during the hours when they are biologically wired to be hyper-alert and independent, they choose to seek you out. They deliberately break their own cycle to interact with you in the darkest, most vulnerable hours. This proves one monumental truth. You are the only creature
in their universe that they place above their own survival instincts. They don't wake you up because they need food. They wake you up because existing in a quiet, dark house without your active response is emotionally unbearable for them. You are their gravity. So the next time you open your heavy eyes at 3 a.m. to find your cat staring back at you in the dark, don't be frustrated. You aren't just a food provider or a warm bed to them. In the quietest, darkest hours of the night, you are their entire world. Pet them gently, close your eyes, and go back to sleep, knowing you are loved in a way that most humans will never truly understand.